Okay, today we're going to change the oil on the Yanmar 1GM10. It's a fairly easy job, but the water is extremely dirty. We had this major storm yesterday. It washed away docks. There's two marinas here, three actually. There's the inner harbor, the outer harbor, and 16 Mile Creek. Fortunately, I'm in the outer harbor. We didn't get too much stuff in here, but the water's dirty, so I'm a little concerned about running this water. But I got to show you some of the flood stuff. But I have a filter system. I have a water strainer, so when I run the engine, I won't get the debris into the engine, but some dirty water, which I'm sure is fine. Well, I did get a kit that I'm going to not use all today. We have an oil filter in there, fuel filter, an impeller. I'm going to change the fuel filter and impeller another day. Today it's just the oil. And then that Yanmar engine, it recommends this 15W40. So there's the water strainer here. So we're going to have the intake from here to the water strainer, and of course this goes into the impeller here. But we're just going to worry about the oil. So I need to take this dipstick out. And put in the oil extractor, which is a little pump, after I warm up this engine, and then we will put our oil in through there. All right. I think that engine's warm enough. Kill the engine and shut the key off. Okay, I think we're good to go. So this is the pump I'm going to use to pump out the oil, the extractor. I need to change this end. This end is maybe for the bilge or something like this. This will not fit down into the oil dipstick spot. So I put this in, and then we have this very thin spot here. That goes into, you take the dipstick out, you put that down there, you put it into the bottom of the engine, you got to feel around for it, and then you start pumping it. Now you're going to have to move it a few times. Anyways, this is the pump I had. I had a really nice, one of those vacuum pump ones. You just cause the suction, you put it in, and you leave it. This one you got to pump all the time. But someone asked to borrow it. Be careful who you lend your stuff to, because you never get it back. And you know who you are too. Anyway, I'm still upset about it. Anyway, we'll use this one. This one works well, and we're going to get that oil out, and everything should be fine. We are going to put some paper here underneath the filter, which is right here, because it will drip. And we're going to check this oil. Here again is the dipstick. Taking it from the other side. You get a can like this, a container like this, an old soap can, an old soap jar. Keep that lid in there, keep that piece in there, because you put this down right in there. That's going to put the oil into there, and it doesn't fly out on you. So this is, I found out this to be one of the best systems to extract my oil. Down the drain here. You have to feel it, that it's down there, that it's down enough but not turned around. Put this one in here, and let's see what happens. There we go. Start the pump. It's warm. I can feel this is warm, so the oil was nice and warm. Actually hot. No, it's pumping air now, but I know I don't have all the oil out. There we go. So what was happening, it was curved in the bottom of the engine compartment there, curled in, getting air instead of getting oil. So I pulled it out a bit. Alright, I think we are getting to the end. I don't seem to be getting any more oil, doesn't matter where I put that. Oh yes, we've got, well, this much oil in there. That's at least a good quart of oil. So we got the oil out of the engine, plus we have to do the filter yet, so that will make up the almost a quart and a half. Careful here with this oil. One of the worst things you want is oil all over your carpet and teak flooring, all that stuff. So we don't spill it. Get the lid on it. We'll stick it outside. Okay, now for the filter. All right, I took a plastic container and I've cut it in half. I don't need that part. I just want to put this under the filter because I can drop it in there, and in case it just drips a little more than I like, I put on the rubber gloves and I'll probably get a better grip. Here we go, look at that, it's turning by hand. That's how you want it. And it is. Is it dripping in that container yet? I don't think so. Let's see if we can get it out. There it is, it's dripping. There we go. Look at that. And you can see it dripping in there. So we'll leave that like that. Not very much in there. I got the drip pad underneath. And if you look at the oil, yeah, I can use, it was time for a change. But the diesel engine, it makes the oil black very fast. So we're going to give this a wipe. Wipe that nice and clean. Make sure you don't get any of this cloth stuck in there. Okay, that's clean. Everything's clean, all the oil is out as best I can get it out. So here's the new filter. It's a Yanmar filter, especially for this engine. A little piece of plastic was on the end. We pull this off. Now this is the seal here. We want to put a little bit of clean oil on there. So we're going to open up the new container. You don't want to put dirty oil on there. And then, there we go. Just get some in my finger here. There. That's all we need. Just need some on your finger. Give it a rub around there. And we're good to put it back on. Okay, so we're good here. That's easy. Just make sure you don't cross the threads. Once you get it started, there we go. It spins right on, snug, and then quarter turn. There we go. That should be all we need. The only thing to do now is we're gonna add the oil and check it, and then start the engine up and then check it again and probably add a little bit more. That is nice and clean. Good clean filter. Then we'll put that in there. And let's put our first liter of oil in. That looks good. Okay, I've added just a little bit more oil. I know the filter is going to take quite a bit of it. And we're going to just take this off here. Close the cap. Just like they do in the carb thing. Fill the dipstick is back on. Put this so we don't drip it inside here. And I'm going to start the engine and see what happens. Well, we checked for leaks, we wiped it off, keep these mats out of the bottom, wipe anything else. And now all we have to do is clean up our tools, clean up the old oil, dispense it in the right place. We have a spot on the near the office where we dump the oil. I will bring it there. And that's how you change the oil in the Yanmar 1 GM10. So what you do after is you make sure your equipment's all clean, your tools are all clean, and you put them away nice and clean so they're ready to use next time. This thing holds oil for a bit, so you've got to really clean that well and make sure it's good. And I think we're done. Let's go sailing.